Happy holidays from the XBOSS. I was just in the middle of decorating my tree when I noticed something. That this isn't tied to the table tight enough, but what I actually noticed is that something very rare has happened. This. Yes, what you are looking at is snow. And that rarely happens where I live, so I saw this and figured, you know what's better than playing out in the snow and having a great time? Driving through it at about 150 miles per hour in your crazy souped up Ford Transit in Forza Horizon 3 Blizzard Mountain. Let's take a look. For those confused, Forza Horizon 3 Blizzard Mountain is an expansion pack for Forza Horizon 3. It features an all-new map filled with snow! And also comes with 8 new cars for you to toy around with. The Ford Focus Gymkhana, the Ford Flairside Racing Truck, the International Scout 800A, the Lancia Delta S4 and Lancia Stratos S4, both Group B, the Nissan Titan Warrior Concept Truck, the RJ Anderson Racing Pro Truck, and the Subaru WRX STI Rally Car. The game obviously recommends you to use the cars that were packed with the expansion, but you can use any car from your library. Sometimes the cars that you can get from other expansions are actually better on the snow. Like this one is driving up a freaking wall. Or you can even make your own custom car designed for the snow that probably wouldn't drive up the snow otherwise, like this Holden Tirana. Also, if you're doing stuff like this, I highly recommend you turn the rumble off, because if you're driving in the snow, it runs full blast and will make your hands go numb after a while. There are races along the way, of course, as goes with any Horizon game, and there's only one festival this time around, as well as shortcuts back to the Byron Bay, back to the main festival and the Hot Wheels land. Notice that all of the race icons and event icons have stars above them, because rather than collecting fans like you do in the main game, you get stars by completing certain objectives in the race. There's also bucket lists and community bucket lists when you get up to that point in the main game. There are some key spots worth visiting, like the Snow Park, the Blizzard Peak, of course, Frozen Lake, the Hot Springs. Back on the subject of Blueprint bucket lists, I actually did Blueprint one. It's called Dashing Through the Snow, as you can see. And the main goal is to get in a Toyota Hilux and hit a speed trap. It's pretty fun. While this is a cool expansion pack, it is not without its flaws. First off, watch out for cliffs. There's a lot of them, and they may not appear obvious. And if you get stuck on them, you can reset your point, but sometimes it'll spawn you right back where you were, and it's just useless. Also, the map is pretty small, but that's not much of a complaint. In fact, these aren't really much complaints, they're just things to know. So, here's the question. Are you willing to buy this now? I mean, I certainly would, because I did. I mean, there is fun to be had. It does come with some neat cars. Well, that's the only really problem is the relatively small map, but I mean, I guess that's okay, considering that it's just an expansion, not its own game. I would honestly recommend buying this. It does cost $20, but I mean, you're getting 8 cars and a map full of stuff. So, yep, I would recommend buying it. I would also recommend buying it. I know I've said that a lot of times, but I just really recommend that you buy it. That's all for this episode. See you later.